because it's after 8.
After you what?
It's after 8. After
Oh,
8 o'clock.
oh. Well, it's after 9 here, so I beat you. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Nobody's here.
Not yet. Hello.
It's
Hello.
just
Hello.
Sally and Todd hanging out.
I think Valerie's flying back tomorrow.
Ooh,
I think it's tomorrow.
there's Dahlia. There's Julie. There's
Julie, is
Hank.
Valerie flying back to today or tomorrow?
There's Nishana.
Hi, Nashana, Hank, and Dahlia.
Hi, Shirley.
Oh, so you're faster than me. I haven't seen Shirley yet. Oh, there you go. Oh,
We
she's flying back
jumped
today.
this morning.
Oh,
So she's in an airport bar right now getting tanked up for the flight.
yeah, she's probably she's probably getting some. Well, there she is, right there. She's probably getting her Starbucks on.
Good morning from the airport. What a lovely place to be. Yes, the airport.
Hey, because my hood makes me. Her hood makes me think of an Ewok. Yes, hope you have a safe flight back home. I know
Yep.
you're not like the probably like the weather when you get back home, but uh,
We hope your bags don't get sent to Puerto Rico.
mm, well, good. Joanne says, "Good morning. I made it through yesterday's shipping. Best holiday weekend ever. What'd you get?" I've been getting a lot of sales on ThredUp. I have gone from probably about 15 sales to I think I have 32 now. So doing really well over there.
That's good.
Yeah. eBay has been I mean, I sent out like 7 yesterday, but um, today I only have 1. But it's because I haven't listed.
I had 14 orders yesterday.
Woo! Good job.
Holy snackies. That's a lot for me.
Did it take you like all day to ship or what?
No, they shipped this morning. I'm
Oh,
about halfway through packing.
I see.
But that was after a good weekend. I sold 30 over the weekend. So my eBay is on fire the last 3 days.
Yeah, that's good. Hank says, I've been squeezing and listing first thing in the morning because evenings just don't work. I've Work's been crazy, the store. It's been nuts because a couple of people are out right now due to like family stuff. So, um, I had to do donuts last night, which it was my last night on, and I was like exhausted anyways, and I was like, I guess I'll do donuts since I had I had a few hours that I could spare. So
Yep. But yeah, I like it when I sell more items than I list. That's pretty cool.
yeah, it is doing something right. Holy moly! Joanne says 94 packages. About 65 were Christmas pins. Buyers bought multiple on a variation listing. So glad I bought those old, probably Avon pins. That's awesome. Oh, good job, says. She got 45 sales for 20 days.
That's good when your store's on like a
Well,
10-day shipping or whatever.
Yeah, she got 2 days ship. That's really good.
Yeah.
I gotta get listing done today.
I think this promoted listing stuff is working. I'm selling a few things that I've had for like, I had this one skirt and pant outfit for a lady, and I've had it 3 years, and it sold yesterday.
Wow.
I was like, I hope it doesn't have too much dust on the collars where it was hanging in the closet for 3 years.
Yeah. Well, you saw value in it, and that's probably why it's been hanging there for so many years. You saw value in it, so you know that somebody else would,
I guess. I have no clue what I paid for it.
I mean, even if something's ugly, we still see value in it because people like ugly.
Yeah, it wasn't ugly or anything.
Yeah, so
I don't know. Some things just take a long time to sell, and then I guess the promoted listings pushed a few items over the top.
yeah. So how are you doing your promoted listings right now?
Well, I put it on everything, so pretty much everything that sold was promoted. I did 5% on everything.
You're doing 5, yeah. Yeah.
I hate to give eBay all that money, but
I know.
sales are up. I can't not say it's not working. So, but yeah,
Well, I
may slow down on promoted listings when I get low on the stuff that I've had in my store for a long time.
Yeah. I got the email yesterday that I'm going to manage payments on the 2nd. I don't know how I feel about it. Scared, excited. I don't know. It's hard to learn something new after you've been doing it a certain way for so long.
Yeah.
I know that it's good to change. And if you're not changing, you're not progressing.
Karen's at the beach says her promoted listings are working. So, but I haven't added the stuff that I've listed the last 10 days unpromoted.
Yeah. See,
but maybe that stuff doesn't need it so much because it's going to get some exposure just from being newer listings.
Yeah. With your metrics and stuff, just for me, I'd suggest changing your promoted listings up every week, once a week at least. There's people that do it every day.
I just put them on permanent.
I know, but you still need to go in there and end it. Well, you don't need to do anything. You do it the way you want to, but I'm suggesting if I leave mine on, because mine is on permanent too, but if I leave mine on, it gets stale. My what do you call it? Where people, it tells you who's seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
Like your metrics, your, what is it called? It's a number that, it'll tell you how many people are seeing you or something.
Yeah, I mean, let me look at it real quick.
I can't remember.
Performance traffic.
Yeah, I guess it would be your traffic.
Yeah, here, let me screen share.
Your impressions. Yeah. Thank you, Joanne. Yeah, your impressions. You'll see, if Mike says, "Don't you tell Todd what to do." Oh, are you screen sharing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna show my. Can you tell what day I started promotions?
Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty big jump there.
Okay, impressions are up 88%.
Yeah.
And that's not the whole 31. I mean, that's the 31-day thing, right?
Yeah.
Page views are up 12.5%.
Mike says he doesn't use promotions.
Well, I haven't until November 22nd.
Yeah.
And then solds. Man, yesterday was a big day. I sold $500 worth of crap yesterday.
Oh, good job.
Well, that includes shipping and everything, but that's bulk. I mean, it's
crazy. Because I mean, people that don't promote anything, they swear by not doing that. But who knows if Mike went to promoted listings, maybe he would double his business or something. You never know.
I don't know if it's doubled. See here on November 22nd, that's the day I started promoted. These are the days I did not have promoted.
Yeah.
So I had some good days in there.
Yeah.
So, but the last 3 days, look at this. Bam, bam, bam. I'm up there.
So, good morning, Liz. Liz says, I haven't promoted in a long time. So are you seeing, are you seeing a change in your business? Like, are you seeing a change in your sales or,
Well, the first 6 days of promoted, I didn't see a whole lot of difference in sales.
right.
But the last 3 days have been bam.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the traffic, the views and impressions are all just skyrocketed. Anyway,
I'm afraid to, especially since I'm going on managed payments tomorrow. So they say, I'm really afraid, how my sales are going to be looking. But, all I can do is what I can do over here. I can't work magic, and can't say, well, they gotta give me something. Liz says I sell a lot of one-off vintage stuff. It should sell anyways. I don't have competition on those listings or on those things. Yeah.
right. But if I sell off some of this older stuff that I've had for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
that's
then it'll be way worth it.
Then it's going to be worth it.
See, and the way that I was trying to explain it to Valerie, like they have rewards cards at gas stations or whatever. Most gas stations do now, and they will give away a free candy bar or give you a free coffee if you buy 6 in a row. So things like that, like for one thing, it's just to get people in the store, and then for another thing, they're giving them, $1.26 for a coffee. But what are they gaining? Are they gaining the donuts that go with the coffee? Are they gaining gas? Are they gaining? I mean, they don't make much money on gas. That's why they want them in the store. So, snacks and drinks and lottery tickets and cigarettes and, I mean, what are they gaining from that $1.26 that they're offering, to give them a free coffee? What are they getting in return? So, and because I run in the day at 2:00 in the morning, so I get to look at all the reports, and that's one of the things that I look at is how much they're giving in promotions, and it's not a lot. Really, it's not for as much as the store makes. It's not much at all. Excuse me. So it's kind of the same thing, like, yes, you're giving eBay more money. That sucks. But at the same time, if you're willing to give eBay 5% for this much more sales, is it worth it to you?
Yep. I smell what you're stepping in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Liz says my vintage Tonka trucks are selling instantly on Facebook Marketplace, and they sit on eBay. Huh. And I heard something about Facebook Marketplace having they're having a promotion kind of thing too right now, to where they're giving free shipping or something like that. Free shipping over a certain amount, or free shipping on everything. I can't remember what I heard. But I think once I start really delving into these toys more, I'm gonna see some sales. Good morning, Kelly. Oh, Liz says that promotion ended yesterday. Mike says half. eBay just wants half. They said you could have the rest. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Joanne says if you're willing to give a customer 20% off, just change it to 10% to the customer and 10% to eBay, same percentage. Yeah, and more times than none, what I see is that I can do 20% of promoted, or I could do 10% of promoted and 10% of a promotion where I give the customer 10% off, and more times they will it'll work better if I do the promoted, and no promotions to the customer. So, Liz says they're doing no fees to sell through the end of the year. That's on Facebook Marketplace. Well, that's good, Karen. I'm glad that worked for you. Yeah, I think that's where I got most of my sales too. Don't lie, Mike. He says, okay, I'm going to try it. You ain't trying it. You're not so easily talked into. It is so cold here. It's only 25 degrees, but with our wind chill, it feels like it's 13. It's just bone chilling wind. Hey there, Valerie, Hickory Springs. So that's how much are they going to charge after December 31st? Yeah, and is it just when you sell something? Right? I agree. Oh, goodness. Oh, you use pool noodles for that too, Kelly. She's shipping a pie plate today. She says, thank goodness for pool noodles. That's a good idea. I don't think I've ever used pool noodles to ship anything, but I mean, I've heard about it. Nashana says, when it comes to listing, eBay counts on making money off of the listing fees. If you pay for each one or have a store, when things are slow, they push the promoted listings. Etsy listing fee is 20 cents for 4 months. No charge for having a shop. I decide on a price and add 15%. I get what I want and the buyer sees a sale. I run sales every 7 days on my shops.
Things you would never say. Thought you would never say pool noodles rock.
What was that? You hear that?
I coughed. Jenny's snoring over there.
Oh.
You hear Jenny snoring?
I think that's what I heard. Well, I heard that, and then I heard like it sounded like static or something.
Mm.
And then it stopped.
Could be my headphones. They oftentimes.
Maybe.
I think there's a wire loose in them because sometimes I can like tilt my head and I get a static for just a moment.
Yeah.
I don't know whether y'all can hear it on your end, but I guess you do since you heard it.
I mean, I don't hear it now. It was just for a second. Valerie says it sounded like an airplane landing. Your dog is funny.
Yeah.
Like said, Deshauna said I thought it sounded like a furnace kicking on. And Mike says, I heard the big machine too. Yeah, I can hear the snoring too. Bum Crack says it was so loud I heard it all the way over here.
I didn't hear it. It must have been my headphones. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think it was over here. I don't know. I wish my furnace would kick on. I'm freezing right now. Valerie says, "Oh, the dog is snoring. I thought it was his wife."
She doesn't snore much.
No, that's
She has kind of a loud, steady sleep breathe, but it's not snoring.
yeah.
It's more like.
And she's what, a Boston Terrier?
Yeah, Jenny's a smashed in face Boston Terrier. Yep.
Yeah. She's super cute though. You need to make some bacon or something. Get that dog waking up.
Yep. Well, these dogs, they can sleep all night and sleep all day.
Yeah.
They get up to go outside and
All right. Have a good day.
Pool for a little bit, and then they come in, eat, sleep. That's about all they do.
Yeah. Well, not really. You run your eBay and stuff.
Yep.
Call me when you get home, sis. That was weird. That's not you. I'm not answering it.
Okay.
No, it was just weird because I told Valerie to call me when she got home and then my phone started ringing. That was too weird. Yeah, but I have, and I'm like kind of breaking my rules right now because I have my eBay room. I have my unlisted inventory, the stuff, the toys and stuff is in there, and I don't usually put unlisted stuff. Yeah, 60 hours a week part-time.
I am part-time. I only work when I feel like it. That's not full-time.
Yeah, well, I don't think you put into to account, like all of your shipping and all that too. Shauna says, "Oh my God, that dog is in a really deep sleep." Does she bark in her sleep?
No. Once in a great while, she'll have one of those doggy dreams where she kicks her legs and whimpers and stuff. But
yeah, Hank. Todd said that's Jenny.
Yeah, that's Jenny. Bonnie snores, but not, or Izzy snores, but not as much as Jenny does.
Yeah. Bob Crack says, "Buy it, chick picker Valerie. Don't be getting turned up on that plane." Does she wake up? Does she wake up to an intruder or counts on you?
Oh. Bonnie and Jenny, if they hear a big noise or the cats start fighting outside,
Yeah.
they're both up barking. And then Izzy will join in the barking. Izzy don't know what she's barking at, but she'll join in the barking.
Hank's dog fights in his sleep.
Fights?
She says he's over there belly up, flailing his legs and snarling sometimes, but he's fine again. I don't get to see my dogs like that very much. Just because like they're always well, Fuzzy doesn't get under the covers, but the Chihuahuas, they get under the covers. And so you can't really see what they're doing. But it was really cute yesterday that Toby was peeking his little nose out. All you could see was his nose. He says, oh yeah, mine hates cat sounds and bells and grass that's too tall. They don't like a lot of stuff. Yeah. It's funny here too because once the snow gets so high, they make their trails in the backyard of all the places, that they go out, and they go around trees. And so you'll see a trail coming from, the back part of the house, and they'll go around a tree, and then they'll go to the back of the house, over by the gate. And sometimes if the snow's too high, you can't really even see them. Oh wow, that's so weird, Hank. Her dog freaks out over baby dolls, anything with a face. Total freak out time. Kind of like Tara's dog, how she just started barking at dog commercials, and she barks at anything, that has to do with animals. Oh well, that's true. Yeah, snakes are yucky.
Yeah, my dogs will bark if they hear a dog barking on the TV or a YouTube video or something. If they hear a dog bark, they'll go, what was it?
What's weird is to see a dog look up. That's really weird. You don't see that very often. A dog looking up to watch a plane or, something like that,
A couple of months ago, I had this door open. We got that storm door on the other side of that. And Jenny was sitting right there on the floor, and boy, her ruff on her back got up, and she started growling. I said, "What are you doing?" And she was looking up, and I was like, "What is she doing?" And I went out in the backyard and started looking around. There wasn't anything out there. But I went over by the pecan tree, and I hear this whoosh, 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 whoosh. This big old hawk took off out of that tree. Just a monster size, one of those great big hawks.
Oh,
I don't know, from inside the house through the glass pane storm door, she could hear or smell that hawk.
Oh wow.
That's what she was growling at.
Wow.
It was way up high in the. Yeah, it was like one of those.
Yeah.
Just a big old hawk. I don't know what kind it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of the little bitty ones you see around. It was one of those.
Right. We had
not quite as big as like a bald eagle, but it's bigger than your average little hawk.
We had chicken hawks really, really bad in California. And and it got to a point to where they the boss that I used to work for the vet clinic, he would have to pin up his he had a bunch of flamingos, and he had what do you call them, the ones with the ones with the special feathers that look like eyes. You know what I'm talking about? They flare out their tails.
Oh, like a peacock?
Yeah, a peacock. He had a bunch of those. And no, not zebras, Hank. But yeah, he had peacocks, and he had to pin them up and put fencing on top because of the chicken hawks. And we would tell anybody that was bringing their pets from the cars to the office, or if they had little dogs, to pick them up, because there was one lady, she was walking her dog, and she took him off the collar or took him off the leash, and he got picked up by a chicken hawk because he was just a puppy. And then the owls were really weird. We had
those big old barn owls. They can get big too.
We never seen them. You would never see them, but we had people that had bunnies, and they were just basically wild. They would just go from yard to yard, and some people would feed them and stuff. But our cats had like a doggy door, and they started bringing pieces of bunnies in, and it was so weird how they were like cut, because there was no blood, and it was like white fur, but it was just the way that it was clipped with their beak. It was just so sharp that it would, and it, there was just like no blood, no guts, no nothing like that. Just pieces of bunny fur. And you could see the skin on the other side.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
We used to live next door to, well, I did, back when I was single. Used to live next door, Enid, Oklahoma. They used to let people raise chickens in town.
Yeah.
And my next door neighbor had a whole bunch of peacocks. And they're fine and everything until they start making noise.
Mm-hmm.
And golly, when they got after it, like mating season, it sounded like an old Tarzan movie. It really did. They're like, but not just one of them would be doing it. About 5, 6 at a time would be doing that. And you're like, shut up. They didn't do it much at night, thank God. But boy, yeah. You didn't need an alarm clock. Those things crack of dawn, man. We're up. We want sex. You know, come here, little hen. You know, like, quit it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they sound like too.
Mm-hmm.
But only 5 or 6 at a time. I mean, it was what's that word?
I think you
Coughing.
woke up Jenny. I don't hear her snoring anymore.
Yeah, she's moving around over there a little bit.
She's like, "Where's that peacock at?"
I don't think she's ever seen a peacock.
Well,
She killed a rat one time in the backyard and brought it in through the doggy door. I was like, ew. drop that. And she looked at me like, what did I do wrong? You know, you don't want to scold her because she's just doing her job, but don't bring it in the house. So she let me take it from her. She's like, I'm sorry. Like, no, it's okay. You killed the rat. Just don't bring it in the house. Yuck. We don't have any rats anymore. Gwen started feeding the neighborhood cats, and we haven't had a rat or a mouse since.
Yep.
We still have squirrels, though. God dang those things.
Where are you at again, Nashana? I can't remember. She said our neighbors have chickens, only allowed 5. I love hearing them in the morning. I thought it sounds like they are happy. Instead, they are screaming because they're laying. They are in pain.
I don't mind chickens sound much. They're not as loud as those peacocks. They also had guinea hens. They're pretty loud too. Those guineas.
Oh yeah. We had bunnies. We had my dad. I don't know why, but he bought because you could buy them at not thrift store, but the flea market for really cheap, and you could buy a lot of them. And so I think he traded somebody for bunnies, and chickens, and he bought a duck for my brother. And of course, we had everything else. We had pigs, and she was. I don't know. I was really young when she was there. She had a pig, and then she had babies. I remember that, but I think I was only probably 5 years old when we had her. And then we had 2 different cows at 2 different times, and so we had a lot of animals around the house all the time. We had a dog and a cat usually, and besides having all these other animals. And the bunnies, there was just like he bought them at the flea market, so they weren't tame, so you couldn't hold them. So they were just in the cage all the time, just mass reproducing. And he started out with like 5, and probably, and I'm not even kidding you, probably within 6 months, he probably had 100. It was bad. It was really bad. And then what did he do? He took them back to the flea market and sold them.
There you go.
So, but yeah, he bought my brother a duck, and that thing was a nuisance. It just pooped everywhere, and didn't do any tricks. Didn't really the only thing he would do is just like chase you. Do you think that's why they scream though, is because they're laying eggs? That sounds awful. Yeah, he was definitely, we called him Howard the Duck after the movie. And he was a nuisance pooper. I hope Summer has a hangout today, because I need to work, but I really want to work with other people. I don't want to leave it up to myself because I know nothing will get done. I've been watching too much TikTok lately. About everything. About animals, and there's this one lady that she has, well, there's a few of them actually, that they use these recordable buttons and they put them on the floor and they teach the dogs how to use these buttons. And so basically they have a talking dog, because they put put a button on the floor that says outside. And so the dog wants to go outside. They teach him how to push the button to go outside. Nashana, the hangout it's not private. She puts it on the Reseller squad. And it's not live. It's a Zoom, but it's, anybody that wants to go in there can go in there. And we talk and we leave our cameras off. So we just have our voice on there, But it's kind of cool just to, go in there and talk about how our day is going and all of that and what we're working on and get some stuff done. I feel like I do better whenever I'm talking to people. Even BCP goes in there quite often. Yeah, we tried to get Todd to go in there.
I never remember it. I wouldn't mind going on, but every time you've had it, I've just, I don't know, been doing something else or forgot about it, or
yeah.
I wasn't trying to be rude, not going on, but
no, we know that you just got other stuff going on. Who was it that came? There was somebody that came in the other day, and I can't remember. And I have a bad memory if you don't know me, but somebody came in. I think her name was Karen or something. Gosh, probably not. But she came in the other day, but I didn't recognize her screen name that she was using, and she came in there the other day. So I think she's oh yes, it was Diane, but it's not it's not the Diane that's usually in here, right? Yeah, you're right, Maggie. It was Diane. And I didn't really stay that long that day, so I had forgotten what her name was, and I really didn't get to get to know her very well. But yeah, it's it's fun just to hang out, and you have a. I mean, you don't even have to have a mic if you don't want to talk. But that Jenny, woo. Yeah, I gotta sort through some toys today. Figure out what I want to start listening to some of the bigger stuff, because there's got to be at least $300 or $400 bills in there, if not more.
Wow.
Yeah, Hank, you know what? My son gave me my Christmas present the other day. He says, "You want your Christmas present?" I already got it. He was like, "It came really fast." I'm like, "I don't know. I mean, you can keep it, if you want, or, wait until Christmas and then give it to me then if you want, or you can give it to me now." I said, "I don't care." He bought me a 25-pound weighted blanket.
I couldn't sleep under one of those.
That thing is so heavy. It's really heavy. But it's good. Excuse me. I'm getting tired just thinking about it. It's oh, it says that she's been using one since last year. Who's calling me?
I don't know, but it sounds like Christmas music.
I don't know that number. I don't know that number, so I'm not answering that. Sorry. Why is it still? Sorry. It's like in my. It's in my hearing aids and it won't stop ringing. That's horrible. I'm going to have to disconnect this from the hearing aid because that's annoying. Oh, thank God. Ugh, it kept ringing in my ears. It was horrible. So I think I move around in my sleep too much. And Hank says it keeps you from flying around the room in your slumber. Yeah, I think it keeps me from moving around too much. Tossing back and forth and everything else. And then, Jonah gave me it's, I don't know if it's sheepskin. It might be just Sherpa or something like that. So, or just have that on there on top of that one. So it's very, very heavy, but I think it's gonna be good to have that during the winter.
Yeah. It's got to be comfy.
Oh, yeah. See, and I can't sleep in a water bed.
And wait.
Nishana says she's been sleeping in the same waterbed for 35 years. I would try, well, I had a waterbed. It was actually Valerie's first. And then when she moved out, and, I was, getting to be a teenager, so I had a waterbed in my room, and it was cold in my room. So for me to stay warm, I would turn the heater on the waterbed up kind of high, and then it would make me sick. So I ended up getting rid of it. Yeah, you know what? That's the thing too. Like, I have a problem keeping a blanket on me. It seems like it always, I always throw it off. So this one, I can't really throw it off. Yeah, and Hank says that for many people, it provides a feeling of calmness, security with the weight. Yeah, I'm still doing my hypnosis through YouTube, which is, it's very relaxing to me. And then, to add the weighted blanket, the weighted blanket onto that, it's like, yesterday when I find my problem is now getting into bed. Like, I have to make myself go to bed. And that's been a problem for a while, but we all know this. Yeah, mine's not too hot either. Oh, I completely, I understand, Nashana. And, usually I don't get into a cold bed. Like, usually when I go to bed, my bed's warm from the dogs or from Brandon being in it. So, oh,
We
she said,
used the waterbed for years, but it developed a little pinhole down by our feet. And so you'd wake up in the morning, sheet down there would be wet. So we got rid of it, and we still use the waterbed frame. We just got a mattress that would fit in the waterbed.
yeah.
Hi, Texas Val.
Hi, Texas Val. Says, headed home from dropping off Fred up in the DG. At the DG, probably.
What's a DG?
Dollar General.
Oh.
Because that's how you send it, is through FedEx. She says, Nashana says that she keeps the waterbed heated up to 70 degrees all year long.
They're on their third mattress.
I don't know.
We actually went through two of them. The first one, man, it was wavy. Gwen would get in the other side and that would almost bounce me out, And I know I did the same to her. When somebody would roll over and go slosh, and you'd like, whoa, and finally it'd calm down. But the second one we got, it had so many of those baffle things in it, you couldn't even tell when somebody sat out on the bed or rolled over or something.
Oh, really?
Roll into bed in the shower. You're only 4'11". God, that's short.
Double pedestal of 12 drawers. Wow. Well, that ought to be interesting.
When she gets a little older, she's going to have a ramp that.
Yeah, you are.
She can take her electric wheelchair up to the top, and then just have an ejector seat that just plop her down on the bed.
You need somebody to build you a slide.
4'11", yeah. You have a wild and crazy dream and to fall out the bed and you just break an arm or something.
Yeah. Oh no, Bubcrack says when Todd made those peacock squawky noises, it made my computer freeze, and so he's using his phone now.
You're a liar, Bumcrack, liar.
Hank says 2 separate mattresses to equal king size. That way each side could be adjusted custom. Also, one person getting out doesn't disturb the other so much. Oh, that's a good idea. I only have one mattress, though, that's king size. But it would be much better to have 2 different ones. That does sound like a good idea.
Threw the cast over and helped you get out of bed. That's fun.
Oh, wow. We had those, that air mattress, and we tried sleeping on that, having that on top of our other mattress. Oh my God. It was ridiculous. I couldn't hardly get in the bed. Hank says we tried those separate bottom fitted sheets at first. I have to say no to those. Well, they don't keep the mattresses together. Then the dog falls through the freaking crack. I'm sorry, Carol. So that you didn't get notified. Ooh, well, you can watch the replay, Carol. We're just chatting. We're just chit-chatting. Hank says he didn't end up on the floor, but he sure was mad to be kind of stuck like that, even for a minute. I bet. Jonah had to fill a crack. Like, he had a crack in between his mattress and the wall, and he had to fill it because Fuzzy kept falling down there. And he'd wake up and Fuzzy'd be barking at him. He's stuck in between the bed and the wall. He's like, "Get me out of here." Alright, well, guess I'm gonna shut her down. I know, it's funny. He's getting crotchety. Good to see you, Texas Bob. Well, where you at, Todd? Are you there?
Yeah.
Alright, well, anything else you want to add?
No, I need to get finished packing my crap.
Yeah, I know you do. You got lots of shipping to do. And, yes, gonna list all the things today. Gonna get some toys going. So, you guys have a great day. And, Valerie might be on tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to her about that. But anyways, just watch for us.
Yeah, thanks for doing the show.
Yeah, thanks for being here with me. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for being here with me.
You think Valerie's going to run the show tomorrow?
I don't know. It depends what time
She'll
she
probably
gets
be
home.
too tired.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Sure, she'll be home by mid-afternoon.
Huh?
Wouldn't she be home by mid-afternoon or so at least? She just left.
With the time change, it should be, but yeah, probably maybe around 4 or 5.
Yeah, it'd be good to have her back.
Yeah, I completely agree.
If you talk to her, tell her there's no excuse. She has to do the show tomorrow.
Okay, I'll tell her.
Even if she only gets 2 hours sleep.
I'll let her know that you said that.
That's what I said. Valerie, what do you want, Valerie? What do you want, Valerie? What do you want, Valerie? Yes, we do.
Good job, Hank. She got 2 sales just now.
Awesome.
All right. Well, you all have a good day. Get all the stuff listed and get all those sales.
Yep.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.